So Jay, how long you been natural?
All my life.
What?
All my life.
All your life? So do you have any good suggestions to people who are embarking on their natural hair journey? Do you?
Um, don't be an idiot with your hair.
Wait. Don't tell them yet. This is just the intro. You ready? Stay tuned for what she's got to say. Okay, we're back with the Wookie Natural. So Jo, her first thing is to say, don't be an idiot with your hair, right? Expound on the not being an idiot thing.
So if you're transitioning natural from relaxed to natural, I would say try to be thoughtful about your hair. You gotta change up the products a bit. You gotta make sure that your hair is starting to adapt to the other products that you're using. And you also have to be careful about some of the stuff that you do. It is going to be different, and your hair is probably not gonna look the best at first, but once you start doing it, once you start being consistent with your hair, it'll work out in the end.
Right. So I actually have five things to think about before you start your natural hair journey. Okay, 5 things. The first thing is find out your why. So some people become natural because they can't take the chemicals anymore. That was me. Some people didn't realize they're allergic to the chemicals. Some people realize that the chemicals are actually thinning out their hair. Some people wanted to just be natural to see, get to know the real person, getting to know the real person behind their hair, so to speak, or getting to know what their hair is. So think about why you want to get started, because that'll help you when you get into difficult times to keep going. Okay, the next thing is to make a plan or research. So when I mean research, when I started my natural hair care journey, it was in 2001. It was 3 years before I had JL. And there wasn't a lot of products out there, but what I did do was make sure I went to the library.
I know library. I know. People don't go to the library anymore. But
go to the library, do your research, do Google, find some books about it. There's a couple of books out online about the natural hair care journey, and because I'm doing this vlog in the car, of course I left those books at home, but I may go back tonight and just show you those books. But make a plan, do your research. I looked a lot on hair care vlogs, natural hair care vlogs. At the time, it was only Talia Wajid that had any information out there about your hair. Carol's Daughter came a little bit later, but just do research. You can look at YouTube videos and different things like that, and that's why I'm out here too. That's why I decided to do a channel, because I just think people need to know about how to take care of themselves. I think it's very important, and one of the things is taking care of your hair. So definitely do your research. That's my point. Make a plan and do your research. Now, what I mean by making a plan is your hair, if you're starting from transition, like Jay said, you're going to have 2 different types of textures going on at the same time. So you need to plan out how you're going to grow out your hair, because it may take up to a year to get as much length as you want. If you want 6 inches of length, you're going to wait a year. You're going to have to wait a year before you cut it off. If you're starting out from just new growth and you're doing what they call the big chop, well, the big chop, you still need to know what you're going to do with it. Start to find out some products that may work for your hair. So that's what I mean by making a plan. While you're transitioning, what kind of styles can you wear? You could definitely wear protective styling. You could definitely do what I call transitional looks by maybe twisting your hair and doing wave sets and roller sets to hide the new growth, bantu knots to hide the new, to hide that new growth. But eventually the old hair is gonna have to come off. So some people realize that it's easier to take care of one texture of hair than having two at the same time. So you have to make that decision and make a plan. Just plan it out. It'll make it a lot easier and a lot more seamless, and you'll be a lot less frustrated. Number 3 is to decide what method, like the big chop or the versus the grow out method. For people who are not used to having short hair, grow out method may be a little bit easier for them, but for those who don't mind having short hair, the big chop seems to work. For me, I did wait a year of growing out my hair before I cut it all off, and my hair was, it was past my shoulder, a little bit past my shoulder when I was permed. And so when I chopped it off, it was only like this long. But again, that gives you enough length to work with. You could definitely do twist outs and different things when you get to that length. So there's pros and cons. Wait for another video for that one, because I'll tell you what the pros and cons are for that. And then number 4 is to decide what products work for you. Some products don't work for everybody, but you're gonna have to try and fail. I do know that there are certain lines that are geared to more types of hair than other lines. So I like the old excuse me.
I like the old school products because the old school products are the products that have been around for a long time. When I started being a natural, Dark and Lovely was out. There was no Shea Moisture. There was no Cantu. There was no other ones. The only one that was out was Starting to Be Carol's Daughter, Talia YG, and a few other ones like African Pride or something like that. But some of your old school products actually work really well. So you'll see like people using like S-curls and activators and things like that. And that is helpful for giving your hair curl and definition. And some of the old products really work well. So
I would start out going with some of the old school products first and then branching out. Find out what products work for your hair. This is the time to learn whether your hair is kinky, coily, curly, wavy.
I see a lot of people on YouTube that say their hair is 4C, and their hair is not 4C, y'all. My hair is not even 4C. Jay's hair, we know, is not 4C. My hair was, when it was natural, was more like a 4A, or some places it was 3C, 4A, 4B, not 4C. I have one friend that's a 4C, and she refuses to perm her hair, okay? I mean, she refuses to go natural because she feels it's too difficult. So, 4C, it can be done. All your hair can be worked with. You just got to know how to work with it. But my point is, you're gonna have to experiment to find what products work for your hair. And lastly,
number 5 is to find a community. Now it's so much easier to find a community of people who are growing their hair natural. There's Facebook groups, there's Instagram. You can find a lot of cute styles to use your hair. So these are all things that you can do to find support in growing your hair and in the natural way. Okay, so I think that's all I have for this video. JL, how do you like being a natural?
I have a lot of mixed feelings about being natural. I'm not gonna lie to you. Only because I know sometimes it could be like frustrating and hard. Because my hair is thick. Yesterday I actually kind of cried a little bit because it wouldn't go in the ponytail. So, like, I get it can be frustrating, but that means your hair can be healthy. It can be maintained just the way that you like it, the way that you want. And you don't have to be, you just gotta be you.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so just be you, okay? That's the message that we're getting here. So can't always look at other people's hair and have hair jealousy. Just do you. Do your best hair. Be your best person and be your best hair. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's your journey. It's not anybody else's. All right, that's it for this time. And remember, when you're out, wear your mask. All right,
What the? Please,
until next time.
stay Wookie.